Greetings, everyone. Welcome to 2K Sports and another exciting edition of NBA basketball. In this game, we'll see Albuquerque against Brooklyn. I'm Kevin Harlan. With me tonight, former NBA players Richard Jefferson and Greg Anthony. So Brooklyn will get the first possession. Kicks it out to Ellis. Irving looking over the floor. There's the three. Rebound by Albuquerque. Here's Black. Wide open look. Iguodala grabs the rebound. Nobody near Irving. Here's Brown. Played in with a nice touch off the glass. Brown's got the game going here with the first basket for Brooklyn.
He knows his job on the glass, and he does it well. Cleaning it up and sending it right back. Just enough resistance to force the miss. Barely. That's one he'll generally make.
And they get it back. Irving can't hit.
There's some defense for you. For someone who's as good at shooting the three ball as he is, you need a defender who's equally good at guarding against it.
And there it is for him.
And we talk about the importance of versatility. He's really got it all on the offensive end.
Back to Ellis. Here's Black. Going inside. No stopping him there. Jams it in as he's fouled. A chance now for a three-point play. Harrison Barnes picks one up. Albuquerque shooting their first free throw of the contest. Now, here is Irving. And then Irving slams it in.
And I'll tell you what, few forwards have ever had that lightning first step of Dr. J. He just takes away the angles of the defense.
Here's Black. Pass to Ware. Here's Davidson. Back to Black. Just 5 on the clock. And Ellis with the block. And here's Irving. The kick out to Barnes. The screen from Brown. Three-pointer. Pass to Irving. Another shot. And then Brown with the dunk.
Nothing soft about the putback there.
And why chance it, right? Take the dunk if you've got it.
And that's his MO. Be physical, get in position for the putback, and throw it down. The defense got to know that's what he's looking to do.
Black. Here's Walter. Here's Irving.
Oh, wow. Yes! And guys, in the open court, that's where Dr. J has you holding your breath. He is a human highlight reel.
And timeout called by Willie Green. And coach has decided they need a moment to talk things over. Albuquerque trails by 3. 1:03 left here in the first half of the game. Here's Black. No good on the 3. Brooklyn with the ball. Jackson has the open look. A three-pointer off the mark.
And you don't want to give up that kind of look too often.
Here's Black. He's got 5. Pass to Towns. Clock at 6. Here's Ware. It's blocked. And he's able to get it back. And there's the shot clock violation. Couldn't get the shot off in time. Brooklyn leading by 3. Here's Topic. Pass to Bitadze. And Ware pulls it down.
I didn't see that miss coming. I mean, he's usually been money from that range.
And there's the call on Nikola Topic. That is his first foul of the game.
Second team foul.
Here's Bender. Albuquerque again can't hit it. And some good action through the first 2 quarters as we reach halftime. Brooklyn leads by 3. We'll take a quick break, then get you back to the action. Albuquerque trails by 3. Here's Black. And that one swishes right in.
And that's right in his wheelhouse, looking to make an impact when it counts.
And his team needs every bit of his production if they want to pull this one out. It is neck and neck here in the final period.
Here's Black. After the basket by Brooklyn. And there's the call on Nikola Topic.
That's his second personal.
That's foul number 2 for him.
Team foul.
It's Covington on the wing. They set the screen. Pass to Ware. 5 on the clock. Now here's Covington to tie it up. Buries it from 3-point range. Covington's got himself going there. His first points of the game on the deep ball.
Have to guard Covington at all times from outside the arc. He is lethal from deep. And you want him taking big shots for you in big moments. That one was as easy as it gets.
Yeah, it's clear why they go to him in these moments. They know he's going to deliver for him.
And timeout called by Willie Green. Wants to make sure everybody's coordinated and intent. And Albuquerque making a change here. And so here's Albuquerque trailing by 2. Here's Black. Pass to Bender. And the rejection by Jackson. And as it goes out of bounds, Albuquerque able to keep the ball here. Here's Black. 5 to shoot. Shot from the wing. Akusevsky grabs the miss.
You're not going to see that very often. Plenty of space, but he just, let's face it, he whiffs on that.
The slam dunk to finish it off.
If you give him an inch of space, he's going to make you pay.
And he drives in.
Just the kind of play they need in a game this close.
You know, that's the kind of aggression they want from their floor leader.
No doubt. That's the kind of play that can energize that whole team, and they will take it in a close game like this.
Here's Black. Pass to Ware.
Oh, my goodness.
Man. And he dunks it down.
Hey, guys, I don't know that this is the time for that kind of flair. In a close game, the important thing is to get the 2 points, not necessarily the dramatics.
Oh, come on. He had to go for that, didn't he? My goodness. Irving, good.
Breakdown for the defenders, and you can't ask for an easier bucket than that.
Black in the post, and he converts the layup.
The floater is so tough to defend against. Nothing defenders can really do but shake their heads.
Here's Topic. Outside Irving. From downtown, drills the three-pointer.
Confident and composed on the three-point shot at a critical juncture.
Here's Black. It's Covington on the wing. Trying to answer back, but that three is off the mark. And here they come. And then Irving slams it in.
And you love the quick ups, but then how about that explosiveness on the finish? Irving, man, he just has incredible gift.
Here's Black. Off the left rim and out. Irving with the ball. Now Covington defending. And Covington sends it back. And it goes out of bounds. So that one off Covington. A big group substitution here for Brooklyn. Ellis on top. Bender with the rebound. Albuquerque trails by 5. And the foul on Monte Ellis. That is his first foul of the game.
His first personal foul. Second team foul.
Brooklyn on defense. 5-point lead, the biggest of the game. Ware. And good work on the boards. They pick up the second chance points.
And there's no quit when it comes to battling there until the final whistle. What a putback.
The deeper into crunch time we get, the harder he's going to work on that offensive glass.
Oh, taking it to the rack with power.
Hammering down the two-hand slam. And so here's Albuquerque after the basket by Brooklyn. And here's Covington. Shot clock at 5. And it's Harrison Barnes with the foul. That'll be his second foul of the game.
Third team foul.
And as it goes out of bounds, Albuquerque able to keep the ball here. And stolen by Barnes. All alone. And the dunk by Barnes.
Well, if you don't take care of the ball, fellas, that's what can happen.
Absolutely, Greg. That makes the turnover even more painful.
We know mistakes lead to breaks. That's just textbook right there.
Here's Covington after the basket by Brooklyn. Brown with the rebound. Stolen by Bender. Here's the 3. Rebound, Brooklyn. Barnes, left side. Pass to Ellis. Takes a 3. It's rebounded by Towns. Albuquerque trails by 7. Fires away from outside. Here's Black. Over Ellis. Albuquerque again can't hit it. And so it's Brooklyn with it. Barnes, right side. Offensive rebound. Pass to Bitadze. Down to 5 on the shot clock. And Brown throws it down.
These are...
Thanks for tuning in this Wednesday. 2K Sports presents the NBA. This is Kevin Harlan with Clark Kellogg and Greg Anthony. So Brooklyn will get the first possession. Outside Irving. Shoots the 3. Gets the three-pointer to fall.
And that'll start us off already. You can feel the tension in this arena.
Boy, I tell you, you're right. You can feel this one looking like it's going to be a tight one throughout.
Whoa, that'll wake you up.
He is such a great athlete.
No question about it. He's very comfortable in the air. Dunks like that, no problem for him.
Irving for three. That doesn't go in either for Irving. Albuquerque shooting their first shots from the stripe in this game. The free throw drops for Collier. So after making the first, he goes 1 for 2.
And you can see that even though he ties the game up, disappointed he couldn't give him the lead.
And a wide open look here for Ellis. The three-pointer, no good. Chalmers outside. Pass to Jock. And it's off from three-point range. Ellis right side. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. They get Hassan Whiteside.
I think a big reason Ellis gets to the line is because of his determination. I mean, he's just not going to let anybody keep him from getting a shot off from inside. Free throw shooting is about mechanics, confidence, and your mental approach. He's locked in from there most every night.
Irving from long range. Hassan Whiteside grabs the miss. And Albuquerque with the possession. They get the rebound. The kick out to Williams. Good on the triple.
And he likes to get in a rhythm early. Nice triple.
Here's Irving. He takes it in. And then Irving slams it in.
He's put on a show for these fans.
I can't believe he pulled that one out in the course of an actual game.
Well, when you know it, you got to show it.
Now here's Williams. Out left to the wing. Pass to Collier. Just 5 on the clock. And the foul called on Isaiah Collier. That is his first foul of the game.
Oh, great defense there. Anticipated the play and got there first.
And not afraid to put his body on the line either. He took a shot for the team in that situation.
Near the three-point line, it's Ellis. The wing jumper off target. And here we go, Albuquerque. Fast break. Chalmers outside. And again, Albuquerque with the triple. And the action on hold as it appears there's been an injury. Yep, he's definitely in a bad way out there right now. Tough to see.
And boy, when you see someone hurting like this, it's always scary.
You're exactly right. I mean, with the way it looks. What we have to hope for now is that somehow it's not a long-term issue.
And here's Barnes for three. Hassan Whiteside grabs the miss.
I'm shocked that didn't turn into 3 points. I mean, he makes you pay on those nearly every time.
Count that one.
I tell you what, it's almost like stealing to watch how he plays the game from this seat.
Here's Irving. And it's blocked by Whiteside.
And Whiteside takes great pride in rejecting shots. Outstanding at getting his arms up and denying shooters.
Brown. That's out of bounds. Brooklyn will retain possession. There's 53 seconds left in the first half. Irving from long range. And again, no good by Brooklyn. Pass to Jock. Good, and it's Williams who picks up the assist. Jop's got the lead up to 6 now for Albuquerque.
That is super efficient, getting in deep and then taking advantage.
Here's Topic. Inside. 6 to shoot. Down low. They can't stop the run with that one. And it's blocked by Brown.
With Brown's reach now, it's tough to get a shot off around him.
Shot. And he banks in the layup. Jobs got his second basket of the game.
You've got to box out on the boards. When you don't, that's what happens.
And so we wrap up the first half. Albuquerque leads by 8. We've got more hoops coming your way in just a moment. And here's Levine, who brings it up for Albuquerque. They lead by 8. That's the biggest of the game. Down low. Tries it from 9. For the 3. The rebound by Bataze. Jackson deciding where to go with it. Pass to Pakusevsky. Shot clock at 6. Goes up with the stripe. And off the left side of the rim. And it swirls in for him. Pakusevsky's got his first points of the game. Rebound, Brooklyn. Oh, he really broke up that transition opportunity. Looks like it'll be a transition take foul. And that one falls for Jackson. Brooklyn trails by 5. To the inside. And that one is hammered home.
And he shows us all what the breakaway rim was invented for.
Can you believe he almost brought the whole thing down by hanging on that long?
Well, that was a great dunk, and we've got a great game here.
Jackson has the open look. And it's all evened up.
And the defense scattered all over the place on the break. Nice job finding the wide open 3.
And there's the call on Nikola Topic. That's his first foul. And so here's Albuquerque. And the 3 ball is good. Levine's got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3. Driving to the basket. Topic, no good.
Those are chances almost always you can rely on him to get you 2 points, but the D just enough to keep him out of rhythm.
And he makes that one.
Beautiful pull-up by Levine. On balance, under control, developing a better feel for this particular shot.
Now here's Brooks. And again, it's Brooklyn converting.
And that's right in his wheelhouse, looking to make an impact when it counts.
You know, they want the ball in his hands here because they trust him to hit all the big shots.
Here's Levine. Again, Levine missing. Brooklyn trails by 3. Here's Brooks. And it's out of bounds. Last touch by Brooks. And here's Levine. Pass to Brewer. Now here's Biyombo. Releases. Nice fake, but the layup off the mark. And Jaren Jackson picks up the foul. That's his first foul.
First personal foul. Team seconds.
Out to the right wing. Out of bounds. It'll be Albuquerque's ball.
Goes to the away team.
Here's Levine. Pass to Biyombo. Outside, Levine. Good ball movement here by Albuquerque. And it's Gordon missing. Brooklyn trails by 3. Okrzyjewski with the ball. Here's Topic. Here's Jackson. And the dunk by Jackson.
Oh, just solid on the one-handed slam.
And guys, when it's a tight ball game like this, he's the guy they want with the ball.
Somebody you can count on. He is an extremely reliable finisher.
And stolen by Biombo. On the wing, Gordon. Outside for Jackson. Driving the lane. And the layup falls.
And how about the strength of Jackson there? Uses it whenever he's going up inside and fighting through the contact.
Now a timeout called by Brooklyn. Brooklyn making some changes. Here's Lou. Over in the corner, Brown. Pass to Lou. Driving inside. Just 5 to shoot. Irving for 3. And no good that time.
You know, I wouldn't be surprised if he gets yanked soon. I mean, that's how bad his shot selection has been.
Levine for 3. And it's Ayton with the rebound. And so it's Irving with it, bringing it up for Brooklyn. It's a 3-point game. Here's Jackson. It's good.
Really nice job moving the ball around that time, picking apart that defense.
And a wide open look for Irving. It's good from long range.
How about Irving stretching out the defense, making the most of a rare trip behind the arc.
Ayton the screen. Barnes can't get it to go. Levine feeling it out a bit. No good with the triple.
And you know what? If you're the defense, you got him right where you want him. Let him keep shooting those threes because he's been brutal in this half.
Pass to Irving. Brooklyn needs to get off the shot here. Here's Blue. Basket is good. The assist from Barnes.
One of the things you like about Lou is that he doesn't force up shots on the perimeter. He takes high percentage looks.
Here's Barnes. And he gets the friendly spin, and that one drops. And a closer look here at the hustle stats for Brooklyn.
All game long, they've had active hands and really out in the passing lanes. And that aggression on defense has resulted in a ton of steals.
And the defense has been disruptive, forcing turnovers, challenging shots. The turnovers they've been able to turn into points, too.
Here's Irving. Biombo with the block.
And this is something Biombo excels in, timing and blocking shots.
Here's Brewer. And stolen by Ayton. It's 3-on-3 on the fast break. Stolen by Levine. Back to Jackson. Shot to stop the run. Oh, took the contact and tried to throw it down over the top. But instead, he'll shoot free throws.
And on that drive, Jackson so forceful, which helps him draw the foul there while taking the contact.
No good on the second free throw.
They've got to play good defense here. That trip to the line helped and hurt.
Irving for 3. Rebound by Albuquerque. Now Jackson. Now a timeout called by Albuquerque. Teams changing it up here. To the middle. Cuts off the pass. Now here's Jackson. That's out of bounds. Brooklyn will retain possession. Krzyzewski with the ball. Down to 5 on the shot clock. And Jock with the block. And that's out of bounds. Brooklyn will retain possession. Shot clock at 3. And the ball travels out of bounds. It was last touched by Whiteside.
Yeah, gets a finger on it, but just can't quite come up with the steal.
Clearly a careless pass. He got away with one there.
Jackson misses.
And not allowing the shooter even an inch of breathing room on that one.
And, guys, that's exactly the kind of high-impact defense they want to see out of him.
Here's Chop. Albuquerque again can't hit it. The drive by Brooks. Pass to Topic. Here's Iguodaro. He's guarded by Williams.
Away team foul. First personal foul. Third team foul.
Stolen by Chalmers.
Clever, crafty defense. He saw that pass coming before it was even made.
And it's blocked. Pass to Jackson. Here's Krzyzewski. From outside the arc. Again, the miss by Jackson. And Whiteside's got the ball here for Albuquerque. Trailing by 2. And the jam by Whiteside.
And Hassan Whiteside in this deep, he's great at getting inside and finishing with force.
They get it back. Pass to Krzyzewski. Misses the 3.
And even with good coverage defensively that time, he has confidence to drill the 3.
Williams' shot is off. Brooklyn with the ball. Brooks with no one around. Another miss, and they've really hit a rough patch here. Knocked loose. And as it goes out of bounds, Albuquerque able to keep the ball here. At the elbow, it's Whiteside. And it's slammed in by Whiteside.
You've got to love his aggressiveness to finish inside.
Well, his leaping ability gives him a great advantage.
Fellas, that's exactly why they look to get him the ball around the rim. I mean, it's either a dunk or free throws every time.
And can you always depend on him or what to lead you to the right place with that pass? Money.
To the wing right side. Back to Whiteside. And the jam by Whiteside.
Wow, check out that assist. That's a pair of teammates that are clearly on the same page.
Now a timeout called by Brooklyn. Now a timeout called by Brooklyn.
He's forcing shots offensively, hurting his team in the process. He needs to trust his teammates more.
Brooklyn trailing. Pass to Barnes. On its way from Irving for 2. And it's good off the back rim and in. And stolen by Barnes. Lets it go from the wing. And it's Whiteside with the rebound. And so here's Albuquerque. And out of bounds as Brooklyn gains possession. Here's Topic. Left side, Irving. Fires the three. That doesn't go in either for Irving. And so here's Albuquerque. And taken away by Brown. Knocks it loose. Williams with the steal. Pass to Whiteside. Takes the three. Second shot opportunity. Brooklyn with the rebound. And Kwame Brown picks up the foul. That is his first foul of the game. Now, here's Whiteside. With the drive. And it's slammed in by Whiteside.
Boy, just a simple feed that time by Mario Chalmers finding the open man.
On the wing, Irving. Pass to Brown. Back to Irving. 5 to shoot. Over Collier. And it's Whiteside with the rebound.
And since halftime, he has just been ice cold. Just can't seem to get anything to go his way.
And stolen by Barnes. Irving for three. It's rebounded by Jock.
He's missing shot after shot after shot from long range. With time running low, he'd be better off trying something else.
Oh, and he went for the two-hander on the slam using some muscle.
Some urgency from him there, sure.
I get the feeling, guys, that he may be sensing that this is a critical time in this game.
Again, Irving missing.
He is single-handedly dropping the temperature in here with that cold streak.
And he's got to find other ways to contribute then because his shot making is not happening right now.
Nice play, and you can see they're gathering momentum.
And, you know, they need to stay aggressive here. Build the lead up while they've got the chance. Don't waste this opportunity.
And so Albuquerque takes the win. They came. The NBA on 2K Sports welcomes you to Wednesday afternoon basketball. I'm Kevin Harlan. With me tonight, Greg Anthony and Coach Stan Van Gundy.
Here we go.
And so off the tip, it's Brooklyn. On its way from Irving for two. And Hollins pulls it down. And here's Smart. Down low. The shot goes in. First shot, first basket.
Yeah, Smart, a dominant player in a number of ways, but consistency with the jumper, I think, would put him over the top. I'm honestly not sure what that was about. Maybe a protest against his coach.
Well, if that was one of my players, I'd think about sitting him down right away and letting him think about that one.
Kevin, he is tough to stop when he gets to the rim.
Yeah, Greg, he can get up a few notches higher. Outside Williams. From 8. And again, it's Albuquerque.
Yeah, so skilled offensively. Getting the ball in his hands is generally a good idea.
Brooklyn shooting their first free throws of the game.
First team foul.
And he can't get the first one.
And at the line.
Wow, what, did he have something in his eye on that shot?
Maybe. All sorts of time. And good, and it takes a nice bounce off the right iron and down. Shaq's got his second bucket.
Finding a little rhythm here that they have to like where they're at.
Yeah, you're seeing their offense in a flow. Now it's time for their defense to turn up the heat a little more.
Now O'Neal, following the miss by Ellis from deep.
And you don't want to give up that kind of look too often. And that ends the struggle. You can feel the tensions in the building with each miss.
Yeah, and sometimes that's just how it goes. But also, we got to give credit to the defense. They're not making it easy out there.
Irving looking over the floor. Nailed from three-point land.
That's inexcusable defense right there. You got to contest the shot better than that.
Shaq down low. Pass to Smart. Tipped away. Ellis with it. Williams picks him up. Irving attacking. And Irving throws it down.
And I'll tell you what, few forwards have ever had that lightning first step of Dr. J. He just takes away the angles of the defense.
Smart drops in the tray. Smart's got 5.
And for the defense, that is a heart-sinking moment when you see him that wide open from beyond the arc.
Now, here is Irving. 5 points in the game. There's 57 seconds left in the first half of basketball. Williams with a clean look. No good from outside. Got the defender off his feet with the pump fake, but couldn't knock it down. And that's going to be a turnover. They call him for 8 seconds. Outside, Smart. Right side, O'Neal. The kick out to Williams. Right side, O'Neal. Clock at 6. Back to Williams. Pulls up, high post. That one goes in.
Now that's a high percentage look when the D doesn't fight over the screen.
Yeah, it's certainly worth it to disrupt the offense. Coaches notice that extra effort.
And now here comes Williams leading the break. And it's Collier missing. And we've reached halftime in this one. Albuquerque leads by 6. We'll get right back to the action when we return. And so here's Albuquerque. 6-point game. Shaq with the screen. And Shaq with the slam.
This is Shaq at his best, getting that deep position and then just muscling through.
Here's Jackson with the 3. O'Neal with the rebound.
And the great shooters know when they've got enough opening to go for the 3. I didn't think it was a bad choice on that possession.
Oh, the jam by O'Neal.
One of the most ferocious dunkers we've ever seen. Shaq capable of
Thanks for tuning in this Wednesday. 2K Sports presents the NBA. I'm Kevin Harlan alongside Clark Kellogg and Greg Anthony. So Brooklyn will get the first possession. Pass to Ellis. Outside Irving. Shoots. Kendrick Perkins pulls it in. Here's New York. Dillingham wide open and he fires. Offline with his three. Deflects the pass. That's out of bounds. Brooklyn will retain possession.
Yeah, gets a finger on it, but just can't quite come up with the steal.
Clearly a careless pass. He got away with one there.
Irving from long range. Rebounded by Korver. New York with the ball. Now Dillingham. The three. Doesn't get it to drop for him. And Greg, talk about a guy who can create for himself. Dillingham can already score on elite defenders.
Yeah, and Kevin, a lot of that is his footwork. You can see the hours he's put into it. And then add in the body control and quickness. Good luck slowing this young man down.
Irving for three. Barnes outside. Shot clock at 6. Puts up a deep three. And James pulls it down.
He missed that one, but I've seen him drill shots from that distance in more.